Hey, KW Compass, it's Greg Fisk here. I'm coming to you doing the screencast from our Howard County office. Today we have a regional meeting. I'm going to do the screencast and post it later in lieu of the Facebook Live KW Compass Team Huddle because we have the Food and Flicks fundraiser going on at the Green Turtle in Annapolis today. So hopefully you guys are either there right now or you'll be there this evening, like I will be. So if you have any questions about the year in review, the talking points, some of the things that we'll look at moving forward in 2018, you can post them right here in the Facebook post, or you can always email us at kwcompass@gmail.com. So again, we're going to talk about some of these talking points that you can use. You can feel free to use the information that I share today. I'll upload this file in our Compass Facebook group. Share it with your database sphere of influence. Also, there'll be a lot of links on here too that I hope you guys take advantage of. Get inside. Make sure you're doing those monthly market updates to educate yourself on the talking points, add it to your language of real estate, but also so that you can share with your sphere of influence in your database. And you come across as the local economist of choice, so to speak, and our value proposition as a resource within the housing market. All right, so with no further ado, let's get into it. 2017 year in review talking points. We have our strongest counties and cities per housing sales median home price. Coming at number one, Montgomery County, $417,371. That is a 3.6% increase year over year from 2016. Howard County, 2017 median home sales price, $403,323,000. That's a 4.4% increase year over year. And Anne Arundel County coming in at median home sales price for 2017, $324,604. That's a 4.8% increase year over year. And that sums up the median home sales price per county's top three. Moving on to counties with the most sales in units. So seeing the most action, again, taking the top spot is Montgomery County, 12,434 units, down slightly from 2016, about 0.3%. Baltimore County coming in second, 10,578 units. That's up slightly at 1.6%. PG County coming in third, 10,229 units, up 5.1% year over year. Baltimore City with 9,054 units, up 9.7%. See some investor activity in the city there. And Anne Arundel County rounding out the top five at 8,920 units, up a little bit, 1.7%, again, year over year from 2016. And we'll take a look now, and we'll move Anne Arundel County snapshot utilizing our Smart Charts data. Again, I'll provide some hyperlinks at the end of this file that you can find uploaded into the Compass Facebook page. Let's take a look at months of supply for Anne Arundel County. Let's click on that link there. And right now we're looking at a little over 2.5, about 2.6 months of inventory or supply. That is December, finishing of the year at December 2017. In December, it is down 11.5% year over year from the previous December. So again, our inventory levels are down, certainly leading to what we would expect in a strong seller's market. Hopefully we'll see some increase in the spring market with that number. Moving on, median sales price for Anne Arundel County. Again, December 2017, that number came in at 331,000, up slightly from the previous December, up about 3.3%, 3.33%. Anne Arundel County finishing strong. And if you go back up and you look, Anne Arundel County for the entire year was at 324,604 for 2017. December's median sales price, 331. All right. Median days on market. We would expect that to be down in Anne Arundel County, considering it's been a seller's market all year. And indeed, 45 days on market. I think for the for the year, that might be slightly up. It's up year over year, 12.5%. You can look and see June of last year, where we saw it at 18 days. It's pretty incredible. Certainly an indication of a strong seller's market. We may be seeing a slight upward trend here for the winter months, which is normal in our cyclical pattern for real estate. But it is up year over year about 12.5%. So something to keep an eye on. 45 days currently where we stand at days on market, median days on market for Anne Arundel County. Median sales price per square foot, again, Anne Arundel County, looking local. And we are going to take a look at national statistics across Maryland. And obviously right now we're in Anne Arundel County, but keep in mind all real estate is local. So you want to make sure you're drilling down on at least the zip code level when you're sharing some information with your client base, wherever they're looking or thinking about selling. And again, you can get down as far as neighborhoods as well. Neighborhood information is going to change even within a county. So location. Median sales price per square foot, Anne Arundel County, coming in at $200 per square foot, all inventory combined, finishing December. And if you look at just detached single-family homes, it comes in at $221 per square foot. And our townhome number is $180 per square foot, again, for Anne Arundel County in December 2017. And these market stats through Smart Charts update about mid-month every month. So around the 15th and after on the month, please make sure you're time blocking to go ahead into Smart Charts, update yourself on those talking points, and then make a note to disseminate that information again to your database and sphere of influence so you're coming across as that valued resource within the housing market for the client base that you serve. Median sales price to original list price. Again, a good indicator whether you're in a buyer's or seller's market. Obviously, we know based on inventory levels, we're in a strong seller's market here in Anne Arundel County. December 2017 finishing at median sales price to original list price at 97%, slightly up year over year. So again, a strong indicator of a seller's market. You just got to make sure that you're making your buyers aware that if the price is, if the house is priced properly, it's showing well. Certainly sellers aren't accepting any lowball offers. Very strong offers are going to be the course of action in this market if they want to make sure that they get that house. So that's our local Anne Arundel County statistics and updates for 2017 and year over year from the previous year. Taking a quick peek at some of the national statistics. GDP growth is steadily ticking up. You can see the numbers here, 1.5% increase in 2016, jumped all the way up to 2.4% in 2017, and it looks like we'll continue on that track with moderate increases, 2.8% prediction for 2018. The unemployment rate looks like it will tick slightly down again and hover around that 4% nationwide. I believe Maryland is probably right in that same number, if I'm not mistaken. I think the last number that I saw in Maryland was 4.1 currently. So 4.3 is where we finished nationwide. So Maryland is slightly better than the national average on unemployment rate. So we probably expect that to be the trend in Maryland. Hopefully, if there's no government shutdowns, that would certainly affect us negatively in our state. Existing home sales and looking at the median price nationwide, again, we saw some good increases, 5.8% in 2017 nationwide to median sales price of $247,300. And again, it looks like that'll be the trend carrying forward into 2018, projected increase of 4.7% to a national median sales price of $259,000. New home sales, certainly an indicator of the low inventory levels we've been seeing nationwide, have been pretty strong. And the median sales price for new homes in nationwide was $315,000 in 2017, $315,800, and that's continued or expected to continue at a positive trend, looking like they're projecting $323,000 for a new home sale in 2018. So some national numbers there, and again, remember, all real estate is local. So take those numbers with a grain of salt. Maryland housing statistics. This is taken from Maryland Realtors, year-end 2017. You can see the median home sale price up 4.4% here in Maryland. 282,756 median home sale price in Maryland, up from 279.02 from the year before in 2016, and units tracking in a positive direction as well, 3.2%. So some good numbers there for our state. And this is a statistic that you can find on that MAR website, and I'll again share the link with you. But these are housing statistics year-end 2017 for all the counties and cities within the state of Maryland. And you can see we have that information in there. Anne Arundel County tracked 4.8% better year over year, finishing in at that $324,604 median home sale price. So good information there. We use the median price typically as opposed to the average, so we can eliminate those outliers. So you'll see that with days on market as well as home sale price as well. Some interesting takeaways from 2018. Some of the predictions going again with some local economists. We'll be taking a listen to Anirban Basu, who is the president of Sage Policy Group, and he also sits on the governor's Board of Economic Advisors. We'll listen to a little tidbit from Anirban in a minute. He can also be heard on WYPR every morning, 88.1 at 7:30, 7:31 a.m. Does a quick little market and economic recap, but also share the hyperlinks for the past recorded sessions with him as well. Most economists, again, are bullish on 2018, whilst corporate earnings are strong and remain strong. Corporate profits look good. Moving forward, 30-year fixed rate home loan might tick up about 0.5% to 4.6%. We'll take a look. We have a link right here to the bank rate. And again, 30-year fixed mortgages hovering right now around that 4% rate, and it may be expected again to tick up about 0.5% moving into 2018 long term. Let's see, 30-year fixed rates. And if you follow down, they'll give you the 20-year rates as well. And that's just a link to bankrate.com. But check in with our lender partners. Make sure you're checking in with Greg, Kendall, and Jim over at Primary Residential Mortgage and Tom Latta at Direct Mortgage Loans. Set up an appointment with them, see how they can be of assistance this year moving forward, and get their opinion of where rates are, how to have that conversation with your clients, and what they can do to help you incubate, foster, and convert those leads that you have coming in your database. Median home sales could continue to increase 4.7% nationally. However, in Maryland, we can expect an increase of about 3.4 to 3.8%. And for Anne Arundel County, 3.8% to 4% increase is what we could expect to see, especially if inventory levels remain low. Unemployment should hover around that 4% mark. We talked a little bit about that earlier. And the first 2 quarters in 2018 look strong from an economic perspective, especially locally. So again, we've included for you in the file that we're going to upload links to all the resources, the Maryland Realtor publications and statistical data that we've shared here. Get Smart Charts. Definitely everybody should have that account created by now, and we should be utilizing that to update ourselves on our talking points and share information with our clients. Inman News is a good link for industry news moving forward. We have the link here to the YPR recordings. Again, the economic daily updates. Take a quick look here. Hopefully we have a good connection. Let's check in on Anirban's reports, end of year. We'll see how that looks. It's going to come in a minute. We'll check back on that in 1 second.
This is Anirban Basu
there he
with
is.
your Monday
We'll
morning
click forward to about Thursday.
economic report. Most economists seem to be bullish on 2018. Consumer confidence is high. There is an abundance of job openings awaiting job seekers. Corporate finances are strong, and asset prices are elevated. But there are always reasons for concern. In the U.S., one of them takes the form of rising consumer delinquency rates on loans. Many Americans are under growing financial stress as the total debt held by U.S. households continues to attain new highs. As reported by writer Ben Lubsdorf, the Federal Reserve Bank recently indicated that household debt totaled approximately $13 trillion last quarter. That was up nearly a full percentage point since the spring and represented a 13th consecutive quarterly increase. That accumulated debt represents the highest level on record, though that statistic hasn't been adjusted for inflation or population. As a share of U.S. economic output, household debt was approximately 66% last quarter versus a high of approximately 87% in early 2009. About 5% of outstanding debt was delinquent as of September 30th of this year. One reason for the recent increase in delinquency is the sharp rise in delinquency for auto loans made to subprime borrowers by auto finance companies. For WYPR, I'm Anirban Basu. This is Anirban Basu with your Friday morning economic report. There were many big news items this year: a new president, raging stock market, Bitcoin, and another year of economic expansion for both the global and U.S. economies. One of the other big news stories was Japan, a nation that has suffered stagnant growth for decades. That changed this year. The world's third largest economy recently extended its growth streak to 7 quarters, its longest expansion in 16 years. Some economists have questioned the sustainability of this performance, noting still weak consumption, a stretched labor market, and a recent inventory buildup that may not be repeated in coming quarters. Some economists have begun to predict a deceleration in Japanese growth, with one noteworthy economist predicting about 1% growth in both 2018 and in 2019. But for now, the news is good. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, a surge in corporate capital spending prompted a revision of Japan's economic growth for the July to September quarter to 2.5% on an annualized basis, up meaningfully from an initial estimate of 1.4%. This strength is driven by a combination of supportive policymaking, stronger export growth, and growing business confidence. For WYPR and my esteemed producer Bob White, I'm Anirban Basu.
So again, just wanted to share that with you, and those hyperlinks are here. Please check in on those, share that information, update yourself, and also your database again on those statistics and economic reports. Other interesting observations, just quickly moving forward. Wanted to share something again from Anirban Basu, one of his recordings. Those morning economic updates. In 1980, the bottom 50% of Americans accounted for 20% of the U.S. wealth, and the top 1% accounted for 11%. Fast forward to today, where the bottom 50% take home 13%, and the top 1% take home 20% of the wealth in America, hence the shrinking middle class. This could continue to have repercussions for housing market, ensuring a continued demand for affordable housing and also rental units. So be wary of that and keep that in mind moving forward as you're, educating your clients and yourself as well. Like that was mentioned in the economic report, seems to be the buzzword. Finishing up 2017 was all about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, whether it was a bubble in the making or not. I've included a couple links here. Previous economic report in the morning, they had, I think, something like 31 out of 33 economists saying that it was a speculative bubble for these cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular. Not a fiat currency, so it is a commodity based on speculation. Just educate yourself to the point where you can kind of, speak intelligently if that comes up in conversation. Again, it seems to be all the rage and everyone's talking about it. So in summary, just want to make sure you guys are utilizing these links and resources here. Put together a 2017 year in review that you can share with your clients. In the process, you'll be updating yourself, again, of all those talking points and scripts, language of real estate, what you need to have when you're in conversation with people to, again, come across as the local realtor of choice, the local economist of choice, and the expert within the housing industry. Make sure you're setting up those appointments with our lending partners and time block to make sure those activities stay on your calendar for every month. So again, if you have any questions, please post them right here in this Facebook post or shoot us off an email at kwcompass@gmail.com. I hope to see all of you guys at the Green Turtle in Annapolis to support our Food and Flicks fundraiser for Red Day. Everybody take care, and I will be talking with you guys shortly.